there is no difference. We're all just a bag of bones and some meat, and that's just who we are. You feel not self-worthy, you feel not confident, you feel not good enough, and therefore there is no vibration that other people can relate to and connect to. And just saying I am here is good enough. The only thing that matters is how I think of me. Hey guys, welcome to another video. My name is Maurice and I am a life success coach, and I help men having this question of now what do I need to do with my life and where does it all start? I'm gonna help you find that path for you and help you create the life that you desire. And we talk often in this channel on things like how, about in this whole dating world, how do you find new love in your life? But it all starts with the love you have for yourself. So self-love is a big thing, and it sounds maybe a little bit like, yeah, we're gonna now sing Kumbaya and everything will be all right. And no, self-love is crucial because it becomes the foundation of everything you build from there, right? Does that make sense? If you don't love yourself, what kind of love are you going to give to others, right? If you press an orange, what will come out of it? It's orange juice, right? Now, why is that? Because there's orange in an orange, right? So if you press out something from out you, there comes something out of you that has to be within you. So if you become angry because some jerk cut you off in traffic, there is already angry in you, right? And if you want to love someone, how are you going to give love out of you if there is no love within you, right? Now, the love within you starts with the ignition of the love of yourself. And if there's no love of yourself, there is no love to begin with, right? If it's only love to give to others, well, then it is also a way to love yourself. You see that a lot with people who take care of other people, right? They take care of people because they feel better themselves by doing that. And in that way, everything you do for someone else, you do it because you feel better with it, right? Not only to help the other, but also to get the feedback that the other one has been helped, and that makes you feel good, right? So whatever it is that you do for others, you actually are doing it for yourself as well. So it has to find its way from you, how you love yourself and what you want to do with that love of yourself. A lot of things come out of this. The moment you decide that you are not worthy for a woman, for example, you're putting them on a pedestal and you think, I have no chance with these women because they're so beautiful. There's not enough love within you to create a love for them and for them to love you. It's all connected, right? It's all connected. It's like putting metronomes. If you put metronomes in the same area, right, and you give them this swing, even if it's going first like this, in the end, they're going to find a way to vibrate, to have the same timbre and go the same way. It's vibration. It's all the connection with each other. And the same goes with people, right? If you are not connected with each other, if you're not connected on the same energetic level, on the same vibration, so to say, there is no connection, right? And that is the click people talk about. If they feel, there's just something, there's just this click we have between us. There's this connection. Well, that's the connection. It's the vibration of your energy, of both of your energy. And the moment you don't have that energy yourself from the love you give yourself, you feel not self-worthy, you feel not confident, you feel not good enough, right? And therefore, there is no vibration that other people can relate to and connect to. So the moment you feel not good enough and you don't feel worthy and you feel depressed and you feel let down and you feel disappointed and all these negative emotions, you're vibrating on the wrong frequency, right? People can't connect with that on a love base. Now, maybe you got friends that feel bad as well and complain a lot and gossip and things like that. Those are the frequencies you connect with then, and they keep nagging about things and you keep pulling each other down into that spiral of negativity. But there's more to the story if you can lift up yourself and go for a feeling that's better connected with this frequency of love, of this energy of love, right? That makes sense. So how do you do that? How do you make yourself vibrate on a frequency of love, whatever that may mean? Well, that's easy. We're all living in the present, right? The present time is the only time you're actually living, where you're actually experiencing things. We think, we feel, we act, and those three things you can only do in the present time, right? The moment right now. And you decided to watch this video, and that's what you're doing. I decided to record this video, that's what I'm doing. In the now, right? Everything that has happened in the past or is going to happen in the future is not real. It's only an imagination in our mind, right? It's a memory or a thought, or it's a vision, or it is a thought about the future. But it's not real. It's only something in our minds. So nothing except the now is real. It is all just thoughts. Everything else is just thoughts. If you do not understand the concept of time, for example, like a dog, right? A dog doesn't understand the concept of time. He only lives in the now. If you come home, he's excited, right? Now, if you go upstairs and the dog's downstairs and you come down, he's again excited to see you because he's living in the now. He hasn't got a concept of time where he is kind of like remembering, oh, when I was back then, when he came home and I was excited, and then he gave me some food and we played, and oh, how cool would it be if he came home again sometime tomorrow and maybe we can go out to the park. No, a dog doesn't think like that. It hasn't got that concept of time. It's just responding to the moment and the feelings of experiences it has in the past, right? The habits it has in the past. Just like us, we also have the habits to think in a certain way when we feel a certain way. Now, where does it go? Well, if you are feeling low vibrational, right? If you're feeling low on energy, if you're feeling down, if you're not feeling happy, you're feeling not self-loved enough, you're not living in the now, because the only thing that is happening in the now is you being here physically, right? That's the only thing, and we all are. There's no difference between you and me, or Elon Musk, or the President of the United States. There is no difference. We're all just a bag of bones and some meat, and that's just who we are. And the way we think. So the way we think is the actual difference there is, right? And the decisions we make, how we think, either consciously or subconsciously, those differences are making the difference what's happening right now. That's the only difference, nothing else. So if you can change that way of thinking, you can actually change the way of being, right? If you start thinking in a different way than what you are right now, than what you're doing right now, you are leading a different life. It's really that simple. And now it's not easy maybe, right? Because you have this whole bag of experience from the past that you're dragging along to the now and thinking of, that is how I am, that's who I am, that's based on my experience, because all the time when I met with women, that's how they responded with me. So I guess I'm like that. But that's just the thoughts you were having about it, right? If you could wipe that all like a blank slate and you could start over, maybe you can start off with new beliefs there. New beliefs of who you are and what you are. Because those beliefs you have are just, again, the experiences you combine with the way you start thinking about it, interpreting about it, and having the conclusion that you're not enough or you are enough. Some will say I am enough and some will say I'm not enough. What's the difference? Well, the difference is how they think that, why they think that. It has nothing to do with the actual experiences, because that's all in the past, right? And that past memory, that is where we connect ourselves to. So the moment you feel not good enough, or you don't feel loved enough, or you don't feel worthy enough for whatever reason, and you don't feel that love inside of you, it is because of the things you're thinking. And when we go back to the statement that we are all the same, you and me, everyone, we're all good, right? Actually, you being born is already the miracle that you could celebrate. That you're alive, that you're here, that you're here to experience this, is good enough. Everything else is just thoughts we create and we value a certain way. But if you strip all that away, right, and take it back to the core feeling of who am I and what am I doing here, and I am here, and just saying I am here is good enough. So the self-love means the appreciation of you being here, of breathing, of doing the things you normally do in a day, the things you like doing. I mean, your whole life should be a string of things you love to do, right? If you're able to do every day, every minute of the day, the things you love doing, and you do that days after each other, you get a week-long things you love doing. And if you do it for weeks, you get a month loving things, doing what you love. And if you do it for months, you get years of doing the things you love, right? So if you focus on doing the things you love and that excites you, that gives you that appreciation for yourself, then that's how you create the self-love. Because you'll see the results of it as well, right? You see that if that vibration of you lighting up, of the self-love, of the who you are and accepting who you are and doing the things that make you light up, and it could be anything, right? Doesn't matter if it's something, you know, you're just doing in your private home, but doing really the things you love doing. I'm not talking about the things that will numb you down, right? Like playing on your phone all day, Candy Crush, or gaming every night, that could be fun, right? But there are more things you can use to find things you love. And, you know, I remember when I was gaming with my friends and I was doing some virtual racing, sim racing, and we worked as a team, right? We did a 24-hour race of Le Mans. So we literally did 24 hours of racing through the night, and we had a team and we had schedules and pit stop strategies. That was fun, right? That's fun to do. And I guess you could have the same with other games as well. So doing things that are fun is a great way to live a life, right? But what else is there? Is there anything else you love doing? You're kind of like pretty much, you know, you got a job. So is it something you love doing? Or is it something you don't like doing? Well, ask yourself the question why you're doing it. Well, because I need the money. Well, are there other ways to make money by doing things you love, right? So it is always the question in self-love about what am I experiencing and how do I value myself doing that? That is how you create the self-love. And the moment you start valuing yourself, because you see results, because you feel good with it, the feeling of it is so important, guys. Feeling is the translation of your right path, so to say. If you're feeling in a negative state of mind, you could say you're not aligned with the true meaning of what you want to do, right? If you feel anxious, if you feel angry, if you feel sad, that's a feeling that you're not aligned with the path of self-love, of the things you would like to do, you would love to do, that you would value yourself. So see these negative emotions, not feeling good enough, the pain or angst or anxiety or being scared or whatever the negative emotion is, see it as a signaling function that you're off. You're off your path of self-love. Because can you feel self-love the moment you feel depressed or feeling burned out or feeling scared or feeling angry? You don't feel the self-love. So it is a signaling that you're off the path of the self-love. And you can use it then, right? If you know that it is a signaling function, you can use that signal to think about what's happening here. Because every emotion you feel, every feeling you feel creates thoughts, right? It's a symbiotic system. Thinking and feeling. It's all combined with each other. So the moment you feel a certain way, you will start thinking a certain way. And when you think a certain way, you feel a certain way. And that's the tool you have, the thinking, to alter the feeling. So if you feel down, if you feel depressed, if you feel scared, if you feel whatever the feeling is you don't want to feel, you can change that by focusing on the thoughts you're thinking and change the thoughts you're thinking. So how do you do that? Well, one amazing tool, let's call it like that, is meditation. Meditation is an excellent tool to change the way you think and to be aware of the thoughts you have. because that's what you do. Meditation is not about thinking of nothing. That's not at all what meditation is. Meditation is being focused on the thoughts you're having and accepting and being okay with every thought without any judgment. And you can do a guided meditation, but that will, focus your mind on a certain topic or a thing that the guided meditation will steer you into. What I'm talking about is the real silentness, the real meditation. You can put on some easy, relaxing meditational music or something, but just be alone with your thoughts. Just sit there, and you don't even have to close your eyes. You can look outside, look at the sky, see the birds flying, and just let the thoughts come up and be aware of those thoughts, right? You might, especially if you're doing this for the first time, you might be aware of thoughts after you're thinking them for a couple of minutes, and you think, oh wait, I was thinking of these thoughts. That's okay. It's all okay. You're not judging your thoughts. It's just being aware of having the thoughts. And once you train that yourself, and what I find an easy way to do is to get in that meditative state is in the shower. And it's because of your brain waves kind of like go down in frequency when you're taking a shower. You're getting in this delta waves where you feel more relaxed. So you just, you feel the water flow over your head. You maybe even hear the water, covering your ears, and you hear that sound of the falling water, and you just stand there enjoying that warm water, enjoy the feeling, and think of the thoughts, be aware of the thoughts you're having. And just for 5 minutes, that's okay. It doesn't have to be an hour, right? Can be an hour if you want. I don't know if you want it to be that long in the shower, but the meditative state can be for an hour, it can be 2 hours, doesn't matter. There are people meditating 8 hours, right? They have their day job meditating. I'm not saying you should do that, but you can do it for just 5 minutes and 10 minutes and just build it up to like 10, 20 minutes a day. Maybe do it in the morning and do it in the evening. But being aware of these thoughts will teach you the tool, the technique to be more aware of your thoughts during the day. So the moment you feel some anxiety coming up, someone saying something to you, a colleague sends you an email, and it triggers this emotion, this negative emotion. If you're trained with your meditative states, where you've learned how to be aware of your thoughts, the moment you feel that emotion and have thoughts of it, you'll be aware of those thoughts. And then you can decide if you want to change them or not. Now they say an emotion, takes 7 seconds to last. That's when the hormonal rush, is gone, and then it becomes a conscious decision if you continue to stay mad or to stay jealous or whatever it is. And that is because of the thoughts you're thinking, right? The moment the feeling pops up, you're creating thoughts, and those thoughts will keep that feeling around unless you decide not to and decide to have other thoughts. So self-love is really about how you manage these thoughts. And if you can transform these thoughts into the positive thoughts, getting back into the love vibration of the appreciation of you, right? And not valuing decisions of others, opinion of others, valuing statements of others to you, right? Especially not by the people that are not really in your inner circle, so to say, right? I mean, who cares what someone you don't even know says about you, right? And it's hard. I mean, if I get negative comments on the stuff that I put out there, they're mostly from people that I don't even know, and they don't even tell their real name often, right? They just do it anonymously, but it still kind of like sets you off, of course. But that first trigger is okay to have. It's just the thoughts that I then have are am I going to keep these thoughts, or am I just being aware of these thoughts and think, okay, that's the opinion of someone who doesn't show his real face, just wants to give an opinion, and that's fine. He's entitled to have an opinion. I can't please everyone, right? So it's okay. It doesn't say anything about me, who I think I am, because that's the only thing that matters. The only thing that matters is how I think of me, not how you think of me. I mean, if you like me, That's great, right? I like being liked, of course, but it's not what defines me. What defines me is what I think of me. That's the most important thing. So the self-love starts with how you value yourself. And you'll see that the moment you can train this and you learn this, everything will start falling into place, because you will raise your vibration, right? The way you vibrate will attract the people that are like-minded to that, and things will start to happen because you're vibrating on a different level. You will connect with different people. You will attract different people. And to go back to where we started, if you're coming out of a relationship, or you're looking for love outside of you, and you feel that with people that you want to give your love, you can actually give the love that's inside of you. And that's where the love actually happens, right? If there is no self-love, you cannot love the other. And of course, you can give love. We can all give love, even if we don't love ourselves. But it's not the real love, and it will not be genuine, and the relationship will not be whole, right? It cannot, because it's not real. It's not authentic love. It's trained love. It's how you know the tricks, the things to say, right? We all know that. And it's not something you do consciously. It's all subconsciously that's happening there. But the other one will feel that the vibration is off, because there is no love vibration going on inside of you. So you have to create this self-love first before you can give the love to someone else, because they will know if it's not. And I'm not saying that if your relationship breaks off or doesn't work out, it's because you didn't love yourself. No, that's not it. Could be thousands of reasons why a relationship can't work. But the most important part is that the love should be real, right? That's like the foundation of any relationship. The love relationship, the love you feel for each other should be authentic and coming out of you, out of this source of your self-love. And from this, you can build on all different areas as well. I mean, one of the things, for example, the confidence people have, right? If you have no confidence, it is often based on the self-love, right? So that's why I've created this free training that you can have. Just click on the link in the description below. You can get this training for free, because it will teach you the stuff where you can build on, so you can actually start creating that self-love, being more aware of who you are and what your qualities are, and where to build from. Because confidence is all about knowing what you're good at, and being okay with what you're not good at, right? Being okay with who you are as a whole, right? Now that's what you'll learn in this free training. So please, get the link and get the free training, so you'll actually learn that and create that feeling of self-love, of self-worth, confidence building, self-awareness, being self-aware of who you are, what your strengths are, and how you can show up every single day in your life, doing the great things you are here to do. So that said, thank you so much for being here. If you like this sort of content, please give me a like and subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss another episode. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.